Hi, my name is Michael Anderson. I'm CEO and co-founder of Etail Solutions. I wanted to just real briefly try and cover here some of the sales channel features and functionality that we've built. Now, I'll admit it's a little bit difficult for me to focus in just this one area, since the real value of what we do is combining sales channel automation with supply chain automation down to a fully integrated financial solution. So it's difficult to just focus in one area, but we're going to give it a try here and run through some of the features and functionality and take a look at the system real quick in the next couple of minutes. So from a sales channel perspective, we've built a number of different tools that allow you to be able to deal with the challenges of multiple sales channels: product publication, availability publication, pricing, competitive repricing, order fulfillment, tracking upload, settlement processing. Those are the primary functions involved in being on a sales channel or another marketplace that's going to be selling on your behalf. And there's a lot of nuances between in dealing with each of those different things. Now, we've got a screen that allows you to be able to see all of your listings across multiple sales channels. Now, I've shrunk this down because, quite frankly, that many listings is hard to see on a presentation like this. But you can add and subtract listings as needed here. Within each one of these tabs, you're going to see the status, which gives you the publication modes, the status of the item, the whether you're publishing actual inventory or just a absolute value, etc. We can publish actual inventory through a number of filters, including a percent allocation. So you could publish, if you had 10 on hand, if you publish only 70% to a single listing, then you would publish 7, for example. You can also do mins and maxes, which will help you to prevent overselling across multiple listings as well. You can get into some pretty creative strategies that way. We're showing availability across a main warehouse. If you had an FBA, if you were selling on FBA, that would show up here as well. As then your supplier-based availability. In this particular case, there is a supplier feed that is saying they've got 181 of this particular product, but they're only publishing 50% of that as sort of a buffer just in case. Now, all the attributes for, in this case, Amazon are being tracked here in the attributes area. You can add additional attributes as needed. We do have the entire Amazon taxonomy here that you can go through. As well as then over here on the right hand side, we've got everything to do with price. So this is your repricing rules and floors, ceilings, etc. Here's the results of the last repricing. Looks like for the last 305 times they've been able to get the buy box for this particular product. You can tell this is an older copy of the database. Also, we've got the history here, the both in sort of a graph and a grid format. If you're doing any sales or promotion rebates with Amazon or other sales channels, you can manage that, as well as then shipping overrides and being able to deal with that here of saying, okay, within a continental U.S., or you've got a number of different options here of how you handle restrictions, what service levels are going to be included with that, and whether you want to add, replace, or restrict those. So a lot of flexibility around shipping overrides. Now on this screen as well, if I want to flip this around and see these all kind of side by side, I can do that as well. Now that's just the item publication, and when we get into transaction management, we've built a high volume transaction manager here that allows you to be able to see all of your orders across multiple sales channels. You can filter. This entire right hand column is a filter, so you can filter by shipping methods, by the hold code, which is the next logical step of fulfillment within dealing with these orders. So you can deal with one or many of these at a time and go and do the next logical thing, which in this case might be, I want to create a dropship order, a special order, or you've got a number of other options here as well based upon, again, just whatever that hold code is. You see these buttons change based on the hold code. So this is integrated with a high volume shipping solution that can rate shop across multiple carriers and can print one or batches of hundreds or thousands of orders at a time, and you can see some of those out on our YouTube channel as well. Now, the other thing that I'd like to show you real briefly here is the settlement processing that we handle. Settlements are one of the more challenging things with Amazon, and what ends up happening for a lot of high volume merchants is they take Amazon's word for it. We've created a solution that actually deals with the Amazon settlement file and creates a financial adjustment or transaction for every single piece of that transaction or of the settlement file, and you can go in here and see exactly what's happening and what's being put in as credits and debits into the accounting system. And this is all channel specific information as well. So at the end of the day, you're going to get completely reconciled cash accounts. You're going to as well then have channel specific profit and loss statements. All of that's going to come down into the financial system, and we deal with that for you. So that's just a real quick overview of some of the things that we do on the sales side. There's a lot of automation, a lot of rules, and a lot of things that we can also implement that we didn't have time to cover here. But I encourage you to take a look throughout the rest of the system or the rest of the website. There's a number of other videos. Also, if you have any questions, please give us a call. We're happy to have a conversation at any point in time about what your needs might be, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for your time.